Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Elia and I knit and crochet, and today we are looking at everything that I made in 2024. There's quite a pile, but let's maybe start with the bags. First up is this little bag. So I don't have the straps on it right now, but as you can see, I hope at least, this is shaped like a rose. So this is a bag that I crocheted specifically for a wedding that I was going to. And I used it for that wedding and I got a lot of compliments. So I really love this, but it's definitely one of those special occasion bags. And this particular bag, I use it almost every day. So this is really my favorite. I don't know if you can see the texture of it. I put in this little clasp that I really love. And there is a little bit of sound to this because I actually put some stuff in here because I actually really use this every single day. So those are the bags. When it comes to finished garments, this is the first one that I finished this year, which is a hexagon cardigan. As you can see, it is quite drapey actually, especially for it being made from cotton. Let me just go ahead and try this on for you. This is the hexagon cardigan on me. I have kept my sweater on because it is kind of cold. I hope you can still see properly what this looks like. So this has more drape when I kind of show it to you than it does on me. I haven't really blocked it. To be honest, I don't love this because when you swing your arms back and forth, there's just a lot of air coming in through the holes. I also think that the pattern said to do the clusters and then do a chain one, which doesn't help. It kind of just makes it a lot more airy than it needs to be, and a lot less like a cardigan and a lot more like a beach cover-up. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan, but I was still quite proud of making this because it was my first crochet wearable. So next up we have this t-shirt called the Stella Tee. This is a pattern by Laramie Loops, and it took me about a month to crochet this, and I really love it. I wore it all the time in summer. I can't really wear it that much right now anymore because it is winter. But let me just go ahead and put this on so you can see what it looks like on. Okay, so this is it on. The downside to this is that because of the yarn, it really shrunk in the wash. So the sleeves are a lot shorter than they were when I finished it. When I finished it, they were about here. Now, as you can see, they're all the way up here. And it's also a little bit tighter on my body. But this is actually made out of a German yarn called Online Garne, and it is called the Vega. So it's 50% cotton and 50% bamboo or viscose, one of the two. I do really like it though. I've worn it a ton, especially to like work functions and things like that. It is very stylish, I think, and I really love it. Okay, the next item that I finished is this flower top by Lola Crochets. So this actually took me like 50 hours to make. Every single flower needed to be done separately. It was so much work, but I do love the final result. The only thing is, again, there's a ton of holes in there, and so it's not something that I can wear a lot, but I have worn it to work with like a little, what are those called? Like those flesh colored shirts underneath, so that you can't quite see that it is quite see-through. Let me just put that on for you. Okay, so this is what it looks like on. This is made from Hobby Rainbow Bamboo, which is 60% viscose and 40% cotton. And as you can see, I've put a flesh color top underneath so that it is not so visible that this is a very airy top. But I really like it. Okay, so the next one I made is the first knit of the year, and this is actually my biggest fail, to be honest. So this is a piece that I started, I think, toward the end of February. It is made from separately Hobby Rainbow Bamboo and Lana Grossa. I think it was Gomitolo Aloha. So both are like 50 to 60% viscose and 50 to 40% cotton. And I don't know if you can see that, but this is what the texture is supposed to look like. So it's supposed to be this sort of honeycomb texture almost, but then the main yarn turned it into a completely different texture. And so I don't love this. It's quite cold. There's also quite some holes in it. I'm gonna try it on for you, but I will probably be frogging this and seeing if I can do something else with the yarn. Okay, so this is what it looks like on. It really is quite cold. I also don't like that there's so much space here underneath the sleeves. It's quite a disappointment because I had 3 skeins of this main yarn and I ran out, which you can very clearly see on the back here. I had to use completely different yarn. So I took ages trying to find a yarn that matched the dark green that was part of this like colorway, which I found and I finished it. And then for it to come out like this, it was it was really disappointing, to be completely honest. So I don't love the feel of it. I don't love the fact that it looks and feels weird to me and not what I wanted. So this was my fail of 2024. Okay, next up is this top that I took you on a journey where I crocheted this in about the span of a week. So this is one that actually the color is not a color that I would normally wear, but it came out really nice and I'm actually very happy that I have this top, and I think I will probably be wearing it more often. So this is 100% recycled cotton, and it was a pattern that I kind of freehanded with the help of something that I saw from Nina at the Happy Hookers Closet. So I have a tutorial for how to make this. She has a tutorial for how to make this sleeveless as a dress. So I will link that down below as well, all of those videos, so that you can have a look if you want to. Let me go ahead and try this on for you. Okay, so this is what it looks like on. I really like this. I like that the sleeve is the length of my upper arm. That is great. I really like this shirt, and having made this free-handed in the space of a week, I think is really, really nice. So I'm really happy that I have this in my wardrobe. This next item is a bit of a funny one for 2 reasons. So I really only made this for the purpose of making you guys a tutorial for the shirt that I'm currently wearing. I also, as you can see, have the little pouch hanging off of it with yarn, because I'm not completely decided yet if I'm going to make this into a dress. This yarn is the Pima Cotton Hobbies Fruta, and it is super nice and soft, so I will just be trying this on for you so that you can see what it looks like on. Okay, so this is what it looks like on. I think I made this a tiny bit longer than the red shirt. I also think it's so funny, this little pouch is hanging here, so do ignore that. But yeah, it's very cute. It's a different color, of course, but I'm just not entirely sure if I want to keep this as a shirt or if I want to turn it into more of a dress type thing. So I'm still debating on that, which is why there is still yarn hanging from it. And once I decide, I'm either going to continue, make it into a dress, or I'm going to cut it, weave in the ends, and block it. But I think overall, it's really cute. I like it. Alright, last but certainly not least is the final piece that I made this year. This is actually also a knit, and it is the snow sweater by Knitting for Olive, which has these sleeves with Christmas tree details and falling snow. I made this out of Lang Yarn's Wool Addict Happiness. All 3 colors are from that yarn, and it is 65% Pima cotton and 35% polyamide, and I have reblocked it because the first block I actually realized the sleeves were really short. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this on for you so that you can see what it looks like. Okay, so this is the snow sweater on. I absolutely love this. I did have to block it more than once simply because I'm not very familiar with the blocking process, so I didn't realize that I needed to stretch it out a little bit to make sure that it covers my arms fully and, you know, has a good drape. But I think it turned out really, really nice, and I absolutely love having this in my wardrobe. That is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please consider to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends!